Hello, everybody out there in internet land. It's me again, Rasheedah Prioleau. This is the third episode of my video blog. For those of you who have missed the first two episodes, I am an author. I'm a writer of science fiction, fantasy, and horror. And you can find out more information about me and my books at www.rasheedahprioleau.com. So I am back from vacation. I have a little bit of a cold because I came right from the warm, sunny, poolside of Florida to the cold reality of not Florida. I am, I am getting back into the swing of things. It is a little bit of a struggle. I think the older you get, the harder it is to bounce back from a week of leisure to back to work. Especially if you work for yourself and you don't have like a manager or a boss like get back to work, and you don't have to punch in, punch out. You just have to wake yourself up and get on the computer and do what you need to do. So my major goal for this week is to make it to 20,000 words in American Spectre, The Winter Solstice. I have made it up to 7,700 words, so I think that it should be okay. If I if I really put my feet to the fire and grind, I should get out 20,000 words by the end of this month, and that's really my goal. Another one of my goals for the week is to transfer my outline for the inheritance into a treatment so that next week I can actually start working on the script. I've also begun the beginning of a new website for my film projects, and I've attached it to my current website, RasheedahPrioleau.com. So if you go to RasheedahPrioleau.com, you'll see a new icon that says Rasheedah Prioleau Film Producer, and that'll keep you up to date with the things that are going on with that, and you'll see the logos for our current partners. Okay, so that's enough about my personal goals for the week. As I said, the purpose of this video blog is to make myself seem more approachable and personable. So I think I'm going to tell you something a little more personal about myself. And one thing that I think that isn't going to be politically charged, at least I hope it's not going to be politically charged, is the fact that I do like to watch television. I like dramatic television, and I do watch a lot of it. I don't have time to sit here and tell you absolutely every show that I like and why, but I will allow every show that I like to scroll by as I talk about my two favorite shows. The first favorite show that I have is Revenge. Love Emily Thorne. I like that she's strong and she's clever and she doesn't back down from a fight. I like the fact that she was so tenacious in getting her father's name cleared. This season has been a little bit of, I guess, a rebuilding season because her father is back, and so she doesn't have a need for revenge like she did before. But I think, they're pitting Margot against her now, although I don't think Margot is any match for Emily. I think they're going to have to try to find a way to bring it back to her and Victoria. But I'm looking forward to seeing how they do. Another show that I like is Sons of Anarchy. It's no longer on the air, but I think it's maybe the first show that I binge watched the first season, and then I was hooked from then on out. It was a tough show to watch. It was a very hard show to watch, especially the last season. The body count, the blood, the torture, just all the shoot 'em up bang bangs. Although I do think it ended very poetically, tragically. I'm glad that he did get his sons out of that life. And I was very appreciative. And I don't know if the producers heard this enough, but I was very appreciative of the branch between, the white motor club and the black motor club. I thought it was something, and because as a writer, there's not much you can do about all of the social injustices in the world. But I do think that statement said a lot to the fans of Sons of Anarchy, especially those of color, that, the show understood there are these racial boundaries, but it was trying to break down those boundaries. And I mean, even though I don't think they had to go as far as they did, I'm glad that they went as far as they did, because it was a very bold statement to its core fan base. It doesn't matter that they're black. They're our friends, and they helped us. And, they're part of our family. They really are part of our family. And as a black watcher, I really appreciated the statement. The final show that I'm going to talk about isn't necessarily my favorite, but it is the hot topic of the season, which is Empire. Of course, I'm watching because I love Taraji P. Henson, and I do like Terrence Howard. But Taraji P. Henson is my girl, so I definitely have to support everything that she does. I wasn't very impressed with the pilot, but I am impressed with how it's beginning to build up to something better. And I think the reason that a lot of people aren't impressed with the pilot is because it did rely on a lot of tropes. And when you rely on a lot of tropes, you do end up being very stereotypical and two-dimensional. And so the characters did come across as extremely two-dimensional at first, but they're starting to become well-rounded, three-dimensional individual characters. I love what's going on between Taraji and Terrence. I hope she does not take him back. I'm like, I'm really hoping that she has evolved past Lucius, past making Lucius part of her identity, her success. I'm hoping that she branches out. I really want to see her break a lyric. Like, really, I want to see Taraji on stage. That's really what I'm hoping that it builds up to. Okay, so that's all I have for now. I do need to get back to work, but again, I do appreciate your time. I thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next episode.